I will talk a little bit about options that we have inside the Power Platform, and also not only inside the Power Platform, but mainly when we are developing solutions with business application. So in this case, we have different areas and also different ways that you can thrive your career in 2024. So the idea is to help you. And also, if you have any questions during this session, feel free to send on the chat. I have another screen here that I can see the questions. And also feel free to send your questions on the chat or open your microphone and say anything here. So the idea is to show you a little bit about the Power Platform, but before I start, let me introduce myself. My name is Renato Romão. I'm Microsoft MVP. I'm from Brazil. So I'm CT as well. So I have almost 10 years developing tech solutions for organizations, and not only for Brazilian companies, but for European companies as well. So today I'm working at Storm Technology, an Irish company. And also I'm a Copilot super user as well. So feel free to connect me on LinkedIn. I have a YouTube channel as well. If you have any questions related to the Copilot Studio, I have a Udemy course that is free. So you can send me a message, and also I can send you the link as well. Feel free to connect and send your questions during the session or after the session as well on LinkedIn. So our agenda today, the idea is to introduce this topic to you, and also I have a mind mapping related to the career with Power Platform, not only Power Platform but business application area. Understand the Power Platform and how can Power Platform help us to understand the solutions that we have, and how can Power Platform leverage our knowledge in low code and no code experience, and also these technologies, and also a live demo that I will show you a little bit about the Power Platform environments. How can we build our Copilot Studio? How can we integrate with Azure OpenAI? How can we manage solutions with Power Apps and Power Automate? The idea is to show you a little bit about the ways that we have inside the mind mapping, and also you can see the best option for you. And also it's not, the idea is not to show you the IT options, the IT specialist options, but the idea is to show you the options that if you are specialist for one of the platforms that we have, or one tool that we have here, you can leverage your career, and also you can grow internally, or you can sell your products and projects to different companies, and also you can grow as a person, and also as a professional. And also career advancement strategies that we have, and also you can use those strategies for 2024. And also, simply put, Power Platform is a suite of tools that we have available. So Microsoft designed Power Platform solutions like 5 years ago, 4 years ago. Power Apps and Power Automate, we have like 6 years, 7 years with these tools. But Microsoft built Power Platform solution that you can integrate different technologies and also different people inside the same organization. So the idea is to help organizations to improve and also to empower people around the world to use that specific tools inside the company. So you can build your apps and also Canvas apps and also model-driven apps by using Power Apps. You can automate your process by using Power Automate. You can build your AI and also GPT, and also build your GPT with your own data by using Copilot Studio. Previously Power Virtual Agents, and also we can build our reports by using Power BI. And also it's really important because when we are working with these 4 tools, it's important to know that we have different tools in parallel. We have Dataverse that we need to know about the data. We need to know about data structure, and also we have AI Builder that we can, as you saw previously in the last talk, you can use to leverage your documents, to read the documents, and also to improve your internal applications. And also we have different tools. We have data flows, and also we have Dataverse for teams. We have different options that you can use daily to improve your organization, and also to improve your internal process, and also to improve process for your clients. But why should you care about Power Platform context and also using your career? So in this case, um, in the job market, so it's rapidly it's so this market, mainly when we are thinking about AI, so we need to design things quickly, and also company needs to improve quickly the process, and also IT people, it's impossible to support those applications, because if you think about a company like my company, for example, we have almost 200 people in the company. So most of them are not IT people, but internally we have different process. We need to sell a product to a client. We need to manage our proposals. We need to design our internal reports to check if the finance is okay or not, if we are selling the correct process to the clients, and also to manage internal projects, because we are selling projects, and also consultant. In this case, we need to allocate different people. So in general, so we need to grow internally, and also for all companies, and everyone needs to be a Power Platform developer, because it's not a developer in general. You can know the Power Platform, but you could only be a citizen developer, that you know the structure, you know how to improve your process, but you are not developing a solution, you are not coding itself. So if you are an IT, operational, sales, marketing, or any other field, you can use Power Platform in your day and daily use Power Platform, and also you can leverage your process internally. So we have a mind mapping that I will show you. Let me remove this screen here. And also the idea is to show you a little bit about the process that we have. Let me show this screen here. Can you see the mind mapping? Okay, perfect.
Yep.
So in this case, we have the digital transformation area in 2024 with Power Platform. So in this case, we have different ways that you can use. So this is a simple process that you can see. But if we are if we are expanding each area, we have different fields, we have different ways, we have different tasks that you can build daily, and also it's an opportunity to sell different products, different projects, and also it's a way that you can leverage your and also grow your career by using these different ways, and also in your daily operation. The first one, entrepreneurship and also freelancing. So it's the most common way to introduce Power Platform. So often people are making consulting, making projects for different clients, and also it's a kind of a B2B way to sell products and also to sell projects. And also basically you can allocate yourself or allocate people with Power Platform, and basically mainly when we are I'm working for an European company, but in Brazil it's really common to allocate people as well. So we have different people, and also we want to leverage our career, so we can basically make a company. In this company we can we can train our different people, and basically we can allocate people across the world. And also we have an in-company training. That is another option that you can have. So if you know about the Power Apps or Power Automate, if you know about Copilot Studio, you can make your training to a B2B, to a company, and also you can make our in-company training as well. So it's often to use this in company training to make in-person training, but you can make an online training as well. And also people are offering, it's common to offer products. So mainly when we are working with Power Platform solutions, because we can have a release, we can have a pipeline that we can build a product. For example, if we want to build a Copilot Studio for marketing. So marketing is making, or for HR, for example, we are making a Copilot for HR, and the HR needs to manage employees and needs to manage the finance and needs to manage the contracts. We have different options. So you can use the Power Platform solution to build a Copilot with Power Automate, Power Apps, for example. Grab everything into a solution, Power Platform solution, export and sell as a product. Could be an accelerator, as we have Push for the Web, for example, that we can implement and then we can customize for each client. Or it could be only a product that you can install and basically you can use in your clients. So in this case, it's a really opportunity when we are working, mainly when we are working with Copilot, because Copilot you could develop different ways, and also in the same market, you can use the same chatbot, for example, for sales. So mainly we have in sales, we have the same process each day for each company. So in this case, we can build a product, and also you can use to grow your profile and also your career as well. And also the second way that you can use is the education. So another common way to grow your career, because we have individual training. It's in this case it's B2C. That is, we are not making this training to companies. We are making to people. So in this case, we can make trainings, and also we can make a course as well. So let me show you another option that you have. For example, I have an Udemy course that is free. So I have a lot of free content that I am sharing to people, and also basically I'm sharing content with Copilot Studio, explaining about the Copilot Studio. So basically, I have almost 3,000, almost 4,000 students, and basically it's a way to grow your career. So you can make a free content, you can share, and also in this case, you can share your free content, and then you can make it billable. So you can use that specific students to sell a product, and also to sell a project, and also to grow your profile on LinkedIn, because you have free content, and also we have a paid content as well. So, and also we have a mentorship program that you can use to leverage your career as well. So with a mentorship program, you can make individual training. So you can make a training about Copilot Studio or Power Apps, for example, or AI Builder, for example. And also you can basically have a way to train people about a specific tool or about a specific platform that you have. Another way that you can use artificial intelligence with AI. So basically you can use, we have different ways. So in this case, we have only 3 options here: Copilot Studio, AI Builder, and AI for Dataverse. But if you think about AI, we can use different ways. So we have Gen AI, we have Azure OpenAI, we have ChatGPT, and also we have different options here that we can connect with Microsoft tools, and also we can connect with Microsoft Power Platform. So with Copilot Studio, we can build our own chatbots by using AI tools. And also we can integrate Copilot Studio with Azure OpenAI if you need to grow your AI knowledge with another database or something like that. You can use Azure OpenAI and also Copilot Studio together. And also you can connect your Copilot Studio with your SharePoint data, or if your files. For example, internally for my company, I built a Copilot Studio because it's really difficult to understand the Power Platform licensing, because we have different licenses, we have different options depending on the type of the license that we have. We have different costs. So in this case, you can use Copilot Studio to get all free content from Microsoft site, Microsoft documentation, and also basically you can put those links into Copilot Studio, and then you can start by typing a simple question about the license, the Power Platform, Power Apps license. How can I know if I have SharePoint with Dataverse and also an automate process? What license are required for this scenario? So in this case, you can leverage your knowledge about licensing by using AI with Copilot Studio. The second one is AI Builder that we saw previously. We can build our AI for forms to extract information from documents, from different documents. And also we can use AI Builder to extract information from different tools. So we can use Power Apps to pass information to AI Builder. We have Power Automate that we can pass information to extract data as well, instead of developing a solution manually, so by using .NET, React, or something like that, Python. So we can use only AI Builder. We can use our low-code, no-code tools to do that. And also AI for Dataverse. So when we are talking about Dataverse, we know that the Dataverse is a database, and also you can basically connect on a specific AI. So you can use Gen AI, you can use Azure OpenAI, you can use ChatGPT, or you can build your own AI tool and also basically connect with the Dataverse to extract the data. So Microsoft is launching Microsoft Fabric. That is in the future, probably we'll have a way to extract the data from Dataverse connected with Azure OpenAI, connected with Copilot Studio. But today you can build your own AI for Dataverse as well. So it's another option that you have available here. When we think about sitting and pro developer, so we have different ways to do that. So this is the most common way that people often use Power Platform. So for example, I'm a salesperson, so I'm working on the sales team, and also I know that we have Power Platform. And basically, I want to start by using Power Platform on my department. So you are a sitting developer. If you know about the code, if you have a .NET background, or if you have a tech background, you can use Microsoft Power Platform tools as well to build your own. You can leverage your career. So in this case, we have an automation. When we are talking about automation, we have two options. The first one, digital process automation with Power Automate Cloud Flows, that we can make an automation based on a SharePoint site. We can start a flow by using a SharePoint site, by using a SharePoint list, or we can build a flow when a request is sent by using Power Apps, for example. And also basically we can automate cloud flows. We can automate cloud process with cloud connections by using digital process automation. The second one is the robot process automation. It's really common as well when we have a desktop automation. For example, I saw 5 years ago, if I'm not wrong, a client, one of my clients was using an automated process, not automated process. They were using a manual process to send the mail notifications for employees. It's a daily notification, and basically every day they open the Outlook manually and check everyone that is off for the day, and basically they were sent an email to different for all employees just to let them know that some people are off during the day. And basically could be a robotic process automation. We don't need to have people making this process manually daily. We are expanding like an hour of 8 hours. From 8 hours, they are expanding 1 hour just to send an email notification to let people know about leave, about people are off on the day. So in this case, you can use Power Automate desktop flows to automate the process, and also you can use web scraping, and also to extract the data from web, and also you can automate process manually to drag and drop documents from one program, like extract documents from this folder and move to an online platform, or sync this online these local documents to online as well. So you can use robotic process automation. Another way is to use integration. So we have data flows, custom connectors. So with data flows, you have different options to extract the data and also connect data with different environments. So in this case, you can use Salesforce to extract the data from Salesforce and move to Dataverse. And also you can move data from SharePoint. You can make migrations. So in this case, data flows, we have a lot of options when we are talking about automation process as well. And also custom connectors. So if you are building your own AI, for example, you can make your custom connector by using custom connectors inside the Power Platform. And also, for example, I saw many people, if I'm not wrong, let me check if I find here, but in the past, let me check here, custom connectors. But Microsoft are helping people to create a custom connector. So in this case, as you can see here, so we have a documentation that you can create your custom connector, and also you can understand better about the custom connector Power Platform. So let me Power Platform. And also you can basically create your custom connector by looking at the Microsoft Learn. So we have documentation for each process that you might need. And also, if you need to build a connection or something like that, you can just look at the documentation and understand better about the way that you can build and basically create your custom connector internally. So it's really common when we have a system, an internal system, and also we need to migrate this system to our online platform and also to a low-code platform as Power Apps and also Power Automate, for example. Let me close this. Another way that we can grow our career with citizen pro developers is by using applications. So we can build applications in general, custom applications and also applications. With custom applications, we can build PCF, that is Power Apps Component Framework, that we can build custom apps, custom features inside Power Apps, for example, and also we can implement those features by using model-driven app and also Canvas apps. And also when we are talking about applications, we can build Canvas apps on the Power Apps and also model-driven apps. In Brazil, it's really common to use Canvas apps instead of using model-driven. In Europe, it's really common to use model-driven instead of Canvas apps. So ideally, it's important to know both, because in some scenarios, it's important to create a Canvas app because there is a scenario that we are looking at not an internally app, but we can have different actions. But model-driven app is a way that we can build quickly forms and also integrate with different process and make in focus on the process and not only the automation and the application that we have. And also have Power Pages that we can build our own pages by using a low-code platform. If we know about the .NET or if you know about the JavaScript, you can leverage your pages by using those tools or those technologies, because Power Pages, it's an online platform that we can integrate with payments. You can build a public portal, a public app, and also we can connect with Dataverse and also Cloud Flows with SharePoint data as well. So in this case, it's really important to know about Power Pages because probably is the most common way to build public pages and internal pages for companies. Another way that you can use is the infrastructure and governance. So companies in general are not using this option here, infrastructure and governance. So if you know about this structure here, so it's wrong here. So if you know about governance and infrastructure, you have a job opportunity, because mainly people are not caring about the governance, because governance is really important, because we are talking about the security, we are talking about the compliance. So you need to know about your data location, so where the data is located, where we have a backup if we have a problem with our Power Platform solutions. Are you managing your Power Platform environments? So often companies are not using governance and security and infrastructure, and it's a way that you can basically, if you are an IT person, so it's really simple for you because you know about the structure, about the local structure, and basically you can grow with online tools. So for example, you can use admin.powerplatform.com to manage your environment and to know about the simple way to manage your environments. And then you can improve your process by using different frameworks to grow your governance internally and for your clients as well. And also adoption, that is another way to use this because it's really important when we are talking about infrastructure and governance, because IT people, IT professionals must help sitting developers to adopt and also to implement different things and different platforms, mainly when we are talking about Power Platform, adopt the Power Platform internally. Because if you are not looking at the adoption process, probably you have an issue in the future because people will start using the default environment inside the Power Platform, for example, and creating different apps with different structure, and also not looking at the DLP, the data loss prevention actions and so on. And basically, you have a problem with your internal employees. So it's really important to have an adoption. And also we have fusion teams that we can call fusion development as well. So when we are talking about fusion development, so basically we are connecting the sitting developers, the salesperson that is making apps and also building chatbots. We can connect the salesperson with IT professionals and also professionals in the company. And also when we have a fusion development, basically we have the best way to deliver solutions internally and also to deliver solutions for our clients. Licensing and cost management. So it's really important, mainly when we are talking about premium license, because people are not aware that we have different ways. So for example, if you if you buy a different license internally on the Power Platform, you have different tools available. So for example, if we are using Copilot for Office 365, Microsoft 365, so sometimes we are buying that specific license, and also we have Copilot Studio available. So we have a combination on each license that we can pay, and also we can buy that specific license, and also can receive and use different tools. So it's really important. And also in general, so Microsoft is changing the license always, and also because it's improving always the tools and also the platforms available. So in general, it's really important to know about the licensing and cost management, because otherwise you have a problem, because sometimes we have uh, the dataverse capacity, for example. So if you are not looking at the licensing and also the capacity that we have internally, you have a problem in the future. Probably the performance across all apps will be affected. So in this case, it's really important. And also enterprise architecture, that you can design tools that the employees can build. So the salesperson, you can, as an IT person, you can let the salesperson, also the this marketing person, you can let them know the architecture, what tools they can use internally, and what tools they can integrate with our own data. And the last one, but not less important, so the data. And also when we are talking about the data, we have, so mainly when we talk about the data, people think about Power BI, but behind the scenes, we are not using Power BI for everything. So we have Microsoft Fabric, but Fabric, it's only one tool. We must need to know about the data modeling and also we need to know about the reporting and analysis first, because otherwise it's affecting the data. It's important to have a Copilot and AI tool internally. Yeah, it's good. It's a good option, and also it's a good way to grow your company and also to grow for your client. But it's important to have a data model internally first, just to make sure that your data is correct. Otherwise, it will affect all apps. So we have a lot of clients, not only in Brazil but in Europe as well, that is making a data inside the SharePoint or inside the Excel, for example, and also in the future they decide to change the structure, and they are pushing those data to the production and also to another environment, but the data is not used in the best way. So how can we leverage this process? So it's almost impossible. Sometimes we need to make a migration. So in this case, it's important to understand about the data model and also mainly use a Dataverse internally for your company as well. So basically, this is the mind mapping. So if you want to have this mind mapping, you can ping me on LinkedIn, and also I can send you the link. And also with different options and different areas, so you have different options to growth to leverage your career as well. So just make a live demo here. So let me share my screen here. So here we go. So when we are talking about AI, so we have Copilot Studio. That is the mainly one that we often use when we are talking about Copilot, and also AI tools with no code experience. So you can build your AI tool here. And also we have Azure OpenAI. So let me refresh this page here. So we have Azure OpenAI service that we can use as well as an AI tool. We have AI Builder that we saw previously, so I will not show AI Builder, but so we had two talks previously about AI tool, AI Builder, and also, for example, let me close this. Perfect. So AI Azure OpenAI Studio that you can build our internally chatbots by using AI. It's kind of a ChatGPT. Basically, it's ChatGPT for Microsoft. So we have security. We can store our data internally. So it's important to use. I recommend to use Azure OpenAI instead of using ChatGPT. So, and also we have Copilot Studio here. So if you decide to start by using Copilot, so you can search copilot.microsoft.com, and basically you can start from scratch. You can start by using a trial license. So with Copilot studio.microsoft, or you can open by using powervirtualagents.microsoft.com is the same. So with this platform, you can build basically you can build your own chatbots by using an AI tool. It's a no-code platform. It's a low-code platform now. So previously was a no-code platform. And with Copilot Studio, we have different capabilities, and also we can store our data, we can customize, and also we can connect our data, we can export things, and also we can make actions as well. So in general, when we are building a Copilot Studio, basically we have topics that we are storing different subjects inside the chatbot. So we can have our custom topics and also have system topics. When we are talking about AI, so in Copilot, so basically we have different options. So you can leverage your career by using a simple Copilot Studio, just making topics with fixed data there, like what is a simple topic, and also basically we have a response, and also what time close this event here. So we have what talks we have today. So basically we have hard coded text there. But if you decide to implement some AI tools, so you can send extend by using Microsoft Copilot. So we have conversational plugins that you can use. You can start by using AI plugins as well. You can build your own ChatGPT with Microsoft platform. So in this case, you can export those AI plugins and also Copilot, and also you can export and sell as a product or sell as a project as well. And also we have another option that we can use generative AI that we can connect by using different websites. So in this case, this one might be a public website, and basically we can connect our documentation. So this is an internal process that we can use for internal situations. And also in this case, I present this solution internally. So, and also it's helping me to grow my career for my own company, because I can help users to use the Power Platform solutions by using only chatbot. And also you can drag and drop files here. And also when we are drag and drop files here, it's important to have a document, a structured document, and also be careful with that. And also we have an option to connect by using SharePoint Online and also OneDrive Online as well, online for business. And later, if you want to build not only a Copilot Studio, but you can build a plugin as an action, we have another option available when we are talking about AI and also Power Platform. We can build Azure Bot Service, Azure Bot Composer, for example. So Azure Bot Composer, so it's another way to build your own chatbots by using Azure Bot Framework Composer. So it's another way that you can build your own chatbots, and also you can connect with Copilot Studio, for example, and basically implement AI tools. So as you can see here, we have some documents available that I was not documents, I was using websites in this case. And also I was using Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilot documentations. And also if I talk anything about Copilot, so let me check a simple this topic here. So if I talk about anything in the phrases that we have available here, it's starting, and basically it's consulting the data from data source that I have available here. And also I can use those documentations that we have available, and also we can connect different data here. So as you can see here, when we click, so let me close this first, add a new, and also if we go to advanced options, we have generative answers. So with this option here, we can pass the input. The input always will be the active text from the user. So the user is sending a text, and basically we can start from this. So the last message here, and also we can connect the data source. In the data source, we have public websites available that we can get our uh, public website from a global Power Platform bootcamp, for example, and also only paste the website here. If we have an internal SharePoint site, we can use for extract documentation as well. But it's really important when we are talking about SharePoint or OneDrive, we are talking about internal documents. So we are not sharing these chatbot externally, otherwise we will have a problem. So in this case, we must have an Azure. We must have an Azure app, connect with the Azure app with SharePoint, and then we will have available the chatbot to get the data from a SharePoint site. And also have another way that we can use Azure OpenAI services with your own data. In this case, you can create a connection here by using this one, or you can use your custom data. So if you have a custom data, you can pass your custom data here as well. So as you can see, we have different options available. And also basically it's a no code platform. So I'm not using a code to to create a generative answers. So basically drag and drop, and also we will have this thing available internally. As you can see here, let me add a trigger phase here. So what is Power Apps. So let me add this one, save here, and also open the test your Copilot. So, and also I can type, what is Power Apps? And basically we have the trigger phrases, and basically the chatbot is using this topic here. And basically I'm not typing this answer here. So Microsoft is generating that answer based on the documents that we have, the data source that we have available. So in this case, we have some websites available, and basically Copilot is extracting those data that we have available. Cool, very nice. So basically, we can integrate with generative answers. But if I type, what is love? What is love? There is no information about the love inside the Power Apps. So yeah, we have. So in this case, why is passing love? So in this case, it's passing love because it's using conversational boosting, and also in this case, it's using another AI. So let me restarting this here. So let me uh, explain about crush and love. So a different topic that is not related to the parts, just to show you the fallback topic, because when we know the fallback topic, yeah, here we go. So this one, so basically we have the fallback topic that is using the conversational boosting, and basically the conversational boosting. So basically we are using different documents here as well. So in this case, we have a topic that we are customizing that topic to start triggering information from that specific to pass specific data source that we have. We have this conversational boosting, and also we have another way that we can use is the fallback. When the topic is failing, so when we are talking about GGPT, Global Power Platform Bootcamp, for example, and also the bot is not aware about Global Power Platform Bootcamp. So often when the bot is not aware about the subject that we are talking, so we have the fallback topic. And also basically we can use that specific information to pass information. We can use the last message to pass information to the Power Automate Cloud Flows. And basically the Cloud Flows, we can receive that specific properties and that specific message from the chatbot, and basically we can call Azure OpenAI, because Azure OpenAI, we have an Azure that we can use not only GPT 3.5, but we can use GPT-4, for example. And basically anything that I say here, what is love? We will have an information quickly by using AI tools. So in this case, we have an answer here. So in this case, if the bot message is failing because it's not aware about project and love, for example, so basically it's triggering this topic here. We are passing the last message to the flow, and the flow is requesting the Power Azure OpenAI service. And also Azure OpenAI is a no-code platform as well. So basically we can use view code here, and basically we can use the last one. And the last one will be available, the link. So basically you can copy the link. You can copy the content type, the API key that is here. You can replace, and then you can pass the message here, the same as we have here. Just copy and paste. And also I'm passing, you are a Power Platform specialist, and also your name is Global Power Platform 2024 Germany. So in this case we are passing the temperature, the message that we have. If you are storing the global history in the PVA, in the Copilot Studio, you can send the history here as well to the Copilot Studio. So there is a way that if you are implementing artificial intelligence, you can use that way to leverage your career. But in parallel, we have Power Platform environments, for example, that we must manage our environments. So in this case, if you open admin.powerplatform.com, So basically here, you can manage your Power Platform environments. But when we are talking about Power Platform environments, we have different scenarios because we have Power Apps, we have Power Automate, we have Power BI, and also we have different tools available in Power Platform environments. So in this case, you must know the environment that we are managing. And also in this case, you can open each environment, for example, the first one, and also you'll be available to manage that specific environment. But it's important to know about infrastructure and governance because when we are talking about Power Platform environment, we must know about the region, we must know about the environment URL, and also we need to know about the backups and restore. And also those things I can do it by using this panel here. And also if you are using another tools, you can use, for example, Center of Excellence starter kit. That is another way to start by using governance and infrastructure internally. For example, if we need to manage the access, who is doing this? Who is making this feature available? Because sometimes we have new features available on the Power Platform, like block and managed solutions internally, just to prevent issues with the data, with the security, with the compliance. So who is managing the users and permissions internally? So we often make these, so it's often to have a person be responsible for that specific work because we have a lot of work internally. And also we need to know about the Dataverse capability. So the API calls, if it's affecting your performance, the automate flows, how can we manage the Power Automate flows, who is making the automate flows. And also there is another way that we can check things here, like by using policies. So it's important to take to be careful with the data policy because if there's no policy internally, the users can export and also can um, extract the information from internal values and also like get the internal values and send it externally. So it's really important to be careful with that specific configuration internally. And also you can manage the support tickets, you can manage the capacity. That is really important as well because if you don't have enough license, you need to buy another license. Otherwise, it's affecting your performance in the cloud flows. Another thing that is important when we are managing for our platform. So we can implement let me check here. We can implement the integration. So data integration if we need to integrate with different data, and also if you need to build our custom connector, you can build by using different tools here. So as you can see here, we have different options: manage tables, AI hub, process mining, and also solutions that is really important. But to know that specific structure, you must be an infrastructure specialist. So you have different options: governance, backups, and so on. So in general, we have different scenarios that you can work, and also many options for 2024, mainly when we are talking about AI, because when we are talking about AI, we have different options, different tools, and always you be a specialist if you work on these tools. Some strategies that it's really important to finish this talk. Certifications. So you can make those certifications, you can take those certifications, fundamentals mainly, Power Platform fundamentals, AI fundamentals, Azure fundamentals. That's really important. And also, when we are taking certifications, it's really important because it's growth your career as well, your knowledge mainly. Microsoft Learn, we have some videos, documentation, and blog posts and badges as well. So you can learn about Microsoft tools by using Learn. You can use LinkedIn profiles, so build your personal projects, share your personal projects. It's really important because sometimes we are receiving job opportunities by using our LinkedIn profile. So share your knowledge as well. So it's really important. And also today we have some articles that you can contribute. So in this case, it's important because we have different Power Platform scenarios there, like automation process, low code experience, and so on. So you can use different articles to contribute and also be a top voice as well. Share free content by using Udemy in YouTube and events. So something like this one that we are making today. So on the Udemy course, you can make your course available for free, and also it's a way to grow your knowledge about the subject that we are talking, and also it's a way that we are sharing the content as well. So yeah, that's it for me. Do you have any questions for today?
Um, I can quickly check the chat, but thank you so much, Renato. Was
No
really,
problem.
really insightful. Um, I don't have anything over the chat right now, but because we were just talking about the upskilling, so I think now Microsoft is also offering the skill-based learning, not just focus on the certification, but the skill-based learning. So that probably again would be a great way to to upskill ourselves in that particular case and just share the stuff with others.
Exactly.